The H1B Guy here, and today, Chats with Charlie, Episode 4, July Visa Bulletin, YouTube Live Breakdown, and Top 20 Things I Learned. From the Chats with Charlie that was live streamed by the Department of State on June 28, 2021. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube and like this video so that I can continue to produce more content like this for you. I also wanted to mention the H1B Guy offers a variety of consulting services. I help businesses and individuals solve complex work authorization issues in the recruitment process while bringing awareness to employment-based immigration benefits. If I can help you, please reach out. I'd love to hear how. Today's post is brought to you by RecruiterNetworks.com, the smart solution for digital perm ads and local job postings since 2001. And also by Path to Canada. Path to Canada provides an ideal plan B for high-skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a plan B, and Path to Canada is your answer. Well, hosted for the second time by Alyssa, a consular officer with the Department of State, featuring Charlie Oppenheim, Chief of the Visa Control and Reporting Division at the U.S. Department of State. He has worked for the Department of State since 1978 and in control of the Visa Bulletin since 1998. So here's the top 20 things I learned from episode 4 of Chats with Charlie. 1. The broadcast was postponed due to a last-minute federal holiday, Juneteenth, and they received over 450 questions that were pre-submitted. 2. EB dates continue to advance through September of 2021, but cannot estimate how fast that will be at this time. 3. Doesn't expect any retrogression of employment dates for both final action dates and dates of filing into the foreseeable future. 4. Managing and slowing down the rate of advancement helps minimize any potential retrogression down the road in fiscal year 2022. 5. Important to remember that application filing dates are the dates that final action dates will reach during fiscal year 2022. 6. Categories being current depends on the number of available visas or green cards for the month and the demand for that month. 7. The $64,000 question everyone wants to know is, when are consulates around the world going to get back to pre-COVID processing? And that is just impossible to predict. But overseas is slowly starting to return to normal status. 8. Processing capabilities are constantly changing, and the situation for both domestic and overseas post is evolving. There's no doubt that they have not returned to the pre-COVID processing. 9. Principal and all derivatives are each counted against the numerical annual limits. 10. EB has sufficient demand to use all available numbers under China's annual limit. 11. Based on the impact of COVID-19 issues, it's too early to say what number usage will be, but can say that FBs and EB final action dates and that DV cutoffs continue to be established to maximize number use. 12. State Department notifies applicants so that they may become documentarily qualified. Then the demand is reported for movement in the upcoming months. 13. Important to remember not to wait until the final action date comes up, as processing takes time, so it's in the individual's best interest to provide the requested information in advance so that the case can be scheduled. 14. The dates of filing that have moved will not be reached this fiscal year, but it will in the next 8 to 12 months down the road. 15. Case enters queue after being documentarily qualified, even if final action date isn't current. 16. EB2 India will continue to advance, as will China, early into the fiscal year before scaling back, but still expects for EB to have 290,000 allotment for fiscal year 2022. 17. Comparing the annual number usage to a household budget, the goal is to reassess estimates, but the annual goal is to use all of the money because if you don't, the leftover has to be returned. The first 8 to 9 months of each fiscal year, the dates move faster, and typically starting in July, advancement then begins to slow down. 18. EB2 and EB3 will move, but not sure about EB3 as it had the highest rate of new filings for fiscal year 2021, while every effort is being made to increase extra numbers on a limited staff. 19. Can't speculate on how many numbers won't be used, but expects the amounts to be large given the constraints on processing. 20. Doesn't know monthly number demand until EB2 to EB3 downgrade is approved. The number is then removed from EB2 and moved to EB3. To me, it appeared that the overall mood for Charlie seemed much more somber for this month's chat. He was very non-committal on advancement over August and September, all while saying that EB2 for India and China is going to advance. Multiple times he deflected questions about USCIS processing times and their current ongoing issues. Not surprising as he works for the Department of State and USCIS is its own sort of entity under Department of Homeland Security. It sure feels like tens of thousands of spillover visas are going to be wasted and go unused based on his expectations, and that USCIS performance data that was reported from Q1 and Q2 that was released last week shows us as much. This, quite honestly, is an atrocity and complete negligence on the part of USCIS. It appears to me that Charlie's made every effort to advance the dates aggressively to utilize the historic annual allotment for fiscal year 2021, only to see huge numbers most likely be wasted. Unfortunately, this does not give me a lot of confidence that the 290,000 allotment that's expected for fiscal year 2022 will be fully utilized either. To read the full post on Chats with Charlie, Episode 4, July Visa Bulletin YouTube Live Breakdown, Top 20 Things I Learned, please check out the H1BGuy.com. And a reminder that today's post was brought to you by RecruiterNetworks.com, the smart solution for digital perm ads and local job posting since 2001. This national job board network provides recruitment websites in 1,024 major U.S. metro areas. Each local job board is its own portal and is a low-cost resource for immigration recruitment ads for all industries and professions with a flat price of $225 per ad regardless of which city you choose. RecruiterNetworks.com has been the #1 place for immigration attorneys, immigration ad agencies, and employers to meet the DOL requirements for the digital portion of the perm advertisement rules. RecruiterNetworks.com. Tell them the H1B Guy sent you. This post is also brought to you by Path to Canada. Path to Canada provides an ideal Plan B for high-skilled immigrants currently located in the U.S. whose status may be uncertain. If you're facing an H-1B denial or OPT expiration, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you have a Plan B, and Path to Canada is your answer. If you're interested in finding out more, they will gladly help you navigate the process. Please be sure to click the link in the description below. Well, just wanted to ask you again to like this video, subscribe to the H1B Guy channel here on YouTube, and click the bell for notifications so that you're notified anytime we post new content here to this channel. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate your support. The H1B Guy, your global source for all things H1B.